Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another episode of the Swingtime Golf Show, where we talk the business of golf. Today, we're coming to you from the Legends Golf Course at the Deer Hunter from Constance Belmar Plage. Tonight's guests include Mr. Gilbert Shoney, a private equity specialist from Switzerland. Our further guests include Mr. Olivier Gambeau. He's the fundraising manager for SOS Children's Villages here in Mauritius. A further guest is also featured. He's Mr. Udin, and he is the transport manager for Bonnie Ain, one of our sponsors for the second Swingtime Corporate Golf Challenge. Swingtime, the business of golf, recognizes the intersection between business and the sport of golf. Golf as a sport has become the lingua franca of the business world, and today I'm speaking to Mr. Gilbert Shoney, private equity specialist all the way from Switzerland. He has also participated in the second Swingtime Corporate Golf Challenge. Good day, Mr. Shoney, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I was wondering, how did you actually come to play the sport of golf?
Well, a good friend of mine talked me into it, and after about a year or so he was working on me. I decided, all right, let's try it.
Right. So your introduction into amateur golf was fraught with some challenges?
Definitely, yes. I remember actually when I first was on the driving range with the teacher, I couldn't hit the ball at all, to be honest. And then I started to just try hard, and I counted down from playing 10 balls, how many could I hit? Right. Beginning it was just one. Yeah. And at the end I ended up with probably 8 or 9 which left, and the other one was standing here, so that's about how I started. Well,
the thing about golf is, as I've come to understand it, it's got many aspects to concentrate on. It's not necessarily a sport that one picks up in a day or two. What has been your favorite little aspect or department of the golf sport that you enjoy the most though?
Well, I think, as you say, it's definitely not easy. And one thing you have to learn is forget about everything which is around you. Forget about business. Just switch off and concentrate on what you're doing. That's just swinging and hitting the ball.
Right. Obviously, there's a big mental segment to it. Is it like you refer to concentration and focus? Do you find that the implementation of that mindset, assists you in your business as well as a golfer and business person?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I think that it helps you concentrate in very different aspects. So before I golfed, I was shooting, and shooting is something which is similar. So you have to concentrate on the target and just find the calmness to do the job. And golf is somehow similar, but you have more action in your body.
Now, I believe that you travel very widely as well. In your experience, what has been some of the memorable golf courses as an amateur golfer that you have played on?
I mean, I like the golf courses in south of Portugal a lot. It's not far from Switzerland. Right. Weather is much better. Yeah. And as my wife comes from Portugal, I mean, we did spend lots of time down there. They have really nice courses as well.
Now, you've also participated in the second Swingtime Corporate Golf Challenge. What has been your experience of this tournament thus far?
I mean, just absolutely great. I'm smashed. I mean, I've never been down here, the south, let's say, South Sea, right. And I'm smashed with the people here. Very nice people, good service, very lovely courses. I mean, the 2 courses you have here are just beautiful. Right. It's good experience.
Good. Now, the Swingtime Corporate Golf Challenge is also about generating a platform for business people to come together with amateur golf. In terms of your observation from the welcome dinner, which was sponsored by the Ruth Linda Peter Foundation, and the prize giving, did you find that evident as well in terms of the networking that you observed?
Yeah, in general, I think it's always a good thing to network in such events. I mean, you get to know people, and what I found out, golf gives an opportunity to make let's say a short-term into a long-term relationship. Right. As you're playing together, you're a couple of hours together, and this gives an opportunity not to talk over business, but at the end you know people, and probably you're going to call them in a week or in a month, and then might be that some business is developing.
Well, in my experience, I've come across people that have always mentioned that when you're playing golf with somebody, you really get a good sense of their character So I understand that how that eventually, after a couple of hours of golf, for sure if this is somebody that you want to pursue a business relationship with it.
Absolutely correct.
We've also, during this corporate challenge, featured 2 charity foundations and organizations, one being the Ruth Linda Peter Foundation, which I'm sure you're familiar with, and the SOS Children's Village here in Mauritius. In terms of golf, do you see that this is that golf facilitates, the generation of sponsorships for events like this?
Yes, definitely. I think golfers are normally people, they are doing not so bad. I mean, we're privileged. Yes. So, I mean, from this point of view, I think it makes a perfect combination. Charity and golf goes very good together.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Shoney. I'm very pleased that you can join us. And we hope to see you participate again soon in the 3rd Swingtime Corporate Golf Challenge.
Yes, you can count on that.
Thank you very much.
Come back.
Property and real estate, construction, finance, investment, retail and wholesale, human resource and recruitment, sports and leisure, tourism, education and hospitality. Market Info Direct. Our business is helping yours to succeed.
The success of the 2nd Swingtime Corporate Golf Challenge of 2010 was largely determined by the input and invaluable support of corporate sponsors like Bonnie Air. I'm speaking to Mr. Udin, the Transport Manager of Bonnie Air. Good day, sir, and thank you for joining us on the Swingtime Golf Show, where we talk the business of golf.
Yes, golf for us at Bonnie Air is quite new, but being given that in the past 2 years we sponsored international events like the International Weekend, Jockeys Weekend, organized by the Mauritius Turf Club, we see this opportunity to sponsor this golf. So for us, golf is so important, because the game quite passionate. When you start playing, you never stop. Right. So why we don't, in a way, encourage this organization of these activities in Mauritius? That's why we help. From the core of our heart.
Now, this has been Bonnie Air's first participation in the Swingtime Corporate Golf Challenge. What are your views on this particular tournament?
Whatever you organize, and it looks attractive, and it projects the image of Mauritius all around the world, it's an international event, definitely we'll have to encourage it. And Bonnie Air, we try to encourage any activity organized by any organization. Why? Because it's project. The image of our organization. We have to benchmark our organization. So Bonnie Air must be a participant.
Mauritius is now positioning itself as a premier golfing destination. Obviously, your company would handle the logistics of having people brought over to the island.
Bonnie Air Travel, being an inbound and outbound operator. So it's our duty, prime duty, to encourage foreigners to come to Mauritius. And we, at our level, we try to provide the logistic support to all these people. So to the pickup, the hotel arrangements, a bit the transfers to golf courts, so that these people have all facilities. So it's our responsibility to care for these people. That's why Bonnie Air is here now.
Fantastic. Now, worldwide, sales and the booking of flights have plummeted internationally due to the economic crisis. What has been Bonnie Air's strategy in dealing with the outcome of the financial meltdown, particularly in the light of many airlines, for example, like Air Mauritius, that have had to deal with the economic crisis?
This crisis was quite severe, and it affected most of the operators in Mauritius. But Bonnie Air, we try to work jointly with all the stakeholders in the business. And one of the main stakeholders is Air Mauritius. So we participated in various roadshows, in edu tours. I personally attended various foreign meetings between India, South Africa, Reunion Island, and jointly we work with Air Mauritius. We work out some competitive package. The prices were reduced, the airfares, with the hotels, reduced their rates. So we work out a quite attractive package at lower rates. Then foreigners try to come to Mauritius. Secondly, the authority, the government of Mauritius, they waive these visa entries for people having Schengen visa. So foreigners from France, Reunion Island, they entered Mauritius without any visa. This was quite attractive.
Now, I understand, particularly in the light of that, the tourism industry is so integral to the economy of Mauritius and feeds the economy year-round. So, you know, with the participation and the relationship as with Bonnie Air as an agency, together with all these other bodies, is vital for sustaining this tourist economy during the financial crisis and also post-financial crisis.
You know, this post-financial crisis, with the help of the government, you know, they try to put funds at the disposal of most of these bodies. There are clear-cut examples. For example, they waive these payments of road taxes, the permits, the renewal of vehicles. So all these supports were here. So, secondly, with the hotels, they try to give us certain facilities regarding the payment terms. Bit for the clients, various facilities were offered. And we too, at our level, we try to provide certain services free of cost, just at break-even points. So not working on profit lines, just to cover our fixed cost.
I suppose for Bonnie Air, it's also important to maintain your regular client base during this period and post-financial crisis, and also still continue to deliver the excellent service that you do.
Definitely, we have to benchmark our services, because when clients are here, they want quality services. So we can't affect the level of service. It's better that we reduce the cost, but provide better services. These people are here just to relax. So it's our duty to give them entire satisfaction. So customer care is our main objective.
Now, the brand awareness and associated benefits of companies involved with golf has been huge. It has a far-reaching effect internationally, and now as well with Mauritius also pushing itself as a premier golfing destination. Is it Bonnie Air's first involvement in the corporate golf challenge network?
Yes, this is our first participation. When we were requested to participate, definitely. Bonnie Air, on a yearly basis, we try to sponsor various sports activities, be it at the local level, football clubs, certain villages who organize, they try to organize certain activities for youngsters. And at the international level, here when we had this international weekend jockeys, Bonnie Air regularly participate in this. So be it for golf, we are here to encourage, because our clients are also from South Africa, India, Reunion Island, Europe. So these people, they are so interested with golf. So why we don't include golf in our package as an activity, as an optional activity? So now we'll try to offer this golf activities as an optional. So people will prefer, because in our package you have various options, like visiting the Casella Bird Park, going to various the Ilocef Island. So and people like sports.
Of course.
They are here. Golf, you know, it's a passion. People do it as a passion, and for me, it's a game of kit.
For sure. I mean, if you consider that internationally, just on the professional circuit itself, thousands and thousands of people follow the professional circuit. Even though they're not playing, they just come in to spectate. I think even in terms of Mauritius positioning itself in terms of the golfing industry, developing a team to go to the Olympics is vital in terms of that we democratize golf. We've got fantastic golf courses, and also bring more people, not just to come and have a leisure time at a hotel and lay on the beach, but also to showcase the fantastic golf courses that we have.
Mauritius, you have to accept, despite being a very small island, we are big. And well represented all around the world. Big in the golf course here, golf course in Mauritius, we have been classified 10th worldwide. So worldwide, Mauritius being a small island, it's 10th in the world golf course at Belmar Plage.
And this automatically plugs straight into
Definitely.
your particular industry.
Yeah, it's projecting a new
facilitating
image.
the transport of people to and from.
From all around the world. Because now it's a new branding of Mauritius
Right, absolutely.
all around the world.
Absolutely.
So as tour operator, we have to brand our island, Mauritius. If you want to spend marvelous time, you just have to come and visit Mauritius
For sure.
with all the activities that we are organizing. And this is where you have to be congratulated by Swingtime is doing a marvelous job. So it's our duty to help and encourage and promote the activities.
Well, we value the participation of companies like Bonnie in furthering this aim of promoting Mauritius as a premier golfing destination and showcasing everything that Mauritius has to offer, particularly golf, you know, and also the fantastic companies and services that companies like Bonnie Air delivers to clients around the world.
Yes, we are here to serve the clients and to promote any activity.
Fantastic.
We have to join hands. Our main objective is that to satisfy people and to attract people.
Right.
This is our main objective.
Well, thank you very much, sir. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
We hope we'll be participating together in future on many more golfing events and tournaments.
You can rely on our full support.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
With our finger on the pulse of activity throughout our business sectors, we at Market Info Direct are leaders in dominating the business environment. As specialists, we facilitate all aspects of these sectors with a high standard of professional service. One key, one solution. Market Info Direct. Our business is helping yours to succeed.
Swingtime, the business of golf, has a vested interest in the development and upliftment of disadvantaged communities. With this in mind, during the prize-giving gala, a set of golf clubs was raffled, and the monies generated from this raffle was handed over to the SAS Village Mauritius. I'm speaking today to Mr. Olivier Gambeau, and he's the fundraising manager of the SAS Villages. Welcome, and thank you for joining us at the Swingtime Golf Show, where we talk the business of golf. Now, Olivier, how did the concept of the SAS Village come about?
Well, the concept started many years ago in Austria. There was Mr. Herman Miner, who is the one who started the concept of SOS Children's Village. He was himself somehow an orphan. It's his older sister who raised him. And he went through the war in Russia during the World War. And when he came back, he saw lots and lots of children who were orphans or street children. And he started as a social worker. And quickly he came up with the idea of starting the SOS Children's Village, in the mind that every child needed a home to be able to grow up well.
Right.
So with 600 Austrian shillings in his pocket, he started SOS Children's Village.
How was the SAS Village then established here in Mauritius?
Well, in 1989, there was an agreement with the government of Mauritius to come and have an SOS Children's Village here. So at the beginning, there was people from SOS Children International who started the concept in Mauritius. We first had a plot of land in Beaubassin with the government of Mauritius, where we have a village now. And as we carried on with our activity, we had to have another village. So we again saw with the government of Mauritius to have another plot of land, this time in Bamboo, where we have a second village there.
Right. Now, for those who are not aware what SOS Villages do, can you give us some more detail with the ins and outs of, you know, what exactly happens?
Yeah, of course. Well, the concept of SOS Children's Village is that the street children, the orphan children, or children who are not cared as it should be, as per the child rights, they are referred to us by the Child Development Unit, and through court, and we are responsible of them till the age of 18.
Right.
Sometimes we go above 18 because they are not self-reliant yet.
Right.
Because the concept is that we give an education and we make sure the children don't end up in a SOS children's village.
Okay.
So in our villages we have 14 houses in the village of Beaubassin, for example, and all houses have 8 children.
Okay.
And one mother, an SOS mother who is employed by us, and she is assisted with an aunt, one aunt for 2 houses.
Right.
Because even for the mothers of our days, having 3-4 children is hard. Now 8, you imagine what work is needed from them. And it's really a vocation to be an SOS mother. And actually we have some difficulties to have SOS mothers.
Get the right people.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to have them. So we are busy with Mother's Day coming at the end of the month. We are busy appealing to have some mothers as well to increase, because actually we have some houses who's empty because of that.
The shortage. Well, I suppose it's about really creating a family kind of situation and
Totally.
dynamic.
Exactly.
So that these children don't get left out of the whole process of having a child, having a parent that loves and cares for them. Is that the concept? That
Yeah, exactly. There's the mother, and they have also brothers and sisters.
Okay.
To create the family.
Right. Now, how are the SOS villages then funded?
They are funded first by the government of Mauritius through subsidized for every child. There's the Minister of Solidarity.
So there's a strong working relationship between SOS Mauritius and then the government itself.
Since the beginning it was an agreement that we are not fully responsible. The children remain citizens of Mauritius.
Right.
So it's a shared responsibility. So there's this part, and we have recently the CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility.
So I believe that companies and corporates, it's signed into legislation that these companies and corporates have a CSR project or initiative. So then SOS then works then as a conduit for these projects or initiatives to be, carried out. Okay.
So we have a few projects. We have a family strengthening program, for example. Yeah, it's we thought that we couldn't keep on building villages and villages because we are not helping them to reduce the problem. So we had to do prevention. So we
it's still to keep the families together, keep the children in the family setup, and then support the family through alleviation of poverty, I would assume. Yeah,
we have social workers who on the field and regularly visit the families.
Okay.
And we help the children in terms of education, and we give the necessary help to the parents for them to be able to raise their child through parental skills. Through sometimes we try to get them out of drugs problem. We redirect them to other NGOs. Who are more adapted to help them.
Specifically in those cases then. Now, how do interested people that want to get involved or want to support the concept of the SOS villages, how do they become involved with you guys then?
Well, there's either through the CSR, we are registered with NEF, or individual can come as volunteers if they have a special task or if they are willing to have some time with the children. They are most welcome to come in the village.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. As I mentioned before, Swingtime has a vested interest in the alleviation of poverty, in developing the skills and talent, particularly of the golfing sector here in Mauritius. So we've got our own Swingtime Adopt a Golfer program, and hence it's important for us that we recognize the fantastic work that your organization does, and for us to be, participate, and also with, as I said, the kind generosity of participants and players in golf is in the Corporate Golf Challenge. You've also received a little token and that check, and we hope it goes to some good use to the benefit of the children in the SAS villages. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you again, viewers, for joining us at the Swingtime Golf Show, where we talk the business of golf. I'd like to give a special thanks to our host, Constance Belmar-Plage, the Legends Golf Course, where we had our show today. I'd like to thank our guests who participated and spoke to us today, Mr. Olivier Gambeau from the SAS Villages, Mr. Gilbert Cherney from Switzerland, a private equity specialist, and Mr. Erdine, the transport manager from Bonnie Air. Don't forget to stay tuned to Friday's Adopt a Golfer Golf Tip show, where you can learn more about your golf